Hey guys, it's Justine here from I Should Read That, and today I'm going to do my TBR for the Off the Grid Readathon. So if you don't know what the Off the Grid Readathon is, it's a quarterly readathon that I run with my friend Shanah from Bionic Bookworm, and it's totally her brainchild. And it's basically just a readathon where you read for an entire weekend without distraction, without your phone, without Twitter, without Instagram. Put your phone in another room, do your best to ignore social media, be off the grid, and just read. And I have found this readathon to be insanely helpful for my own reading because I am totally guilty of being totally distracted by Twitter and always being on social media. And I feel like having the chance to just kind of disconnect is so incredibly helpful. So I always look forward to this readathon. I'm really looking forward to it this time around, and if you would like to participate, please feel free. So this time around, the Off the Grid Readathon begins on the 12th of April, which is Friday at midnight. So as soon as it ticks over to the 12th of April in your time zone, wherever you are in the world, that's when the readathon begins, and it'll go through until 11:59 on Sunday. So there's no Twitter sprints for this, obviously, because we're trying to not be on social media, and you can combine this with the Owls readathon if you're doing that like I am, which is exactly what I'm gonna do, or if you're participating in Tome Topple or any other readathon. Really the only point of this is to read. There are no challenges or anything, just read your books. I'm hoping to read 2 books for this readathon. I'm currently working on one, which I don't have with me at the moment because I'm hoping that by Friday I will be done with it. So we're not going to talk about my current read. I am hoping to read 2 things for the Off the Grid Readathon, and they are both for the Owls readathon because I have been really not great about reading my books for the Owls readathon. It just always happens with readathons. But I am going to try to get through 2 of these, or at least get started and get really far in one of them because one is significantly longer than the other, and I really want to go ahead and push through and finish my Owls for the month, so the Off the Grid Readathon is going to be really helpful for that. My main priority, because I feel like for this readathon, because it's a little bit shorter, I always have one main priority. That is to read Crown of Feathers by Nikki Pau Preto. This is a young adult fantasy that involves phoenix riders and sisters and tumbling empires, and it sounds really, really good. I talk about this at length in one of my recent hauls, I think in my February or March book haul, and this looks really great. I'm really excited for this, and I do actually have a deadline. I need to have this read before the 25th of April because I'm going to be on the blog tour for this book's release in the UK. So this is my main goal for the readathon, and it is just shy of 500 pages. So I feel like I can really get through this if I do what I'm supposed to do for this readathon and not actually go on Twitter or YouTube or whatever. Also, by the way, if you haven't seen my Owls readathon TBR video, which I'll link down below, this is for my Care of Magical Creatures exam. So it's a book with a land animal on the cover, and I'm going to go ahead and say that a phoenix is a land animal even though it's not an actual creature. The second book, which is kind of like my stretch goal for this readathon, is for my potions exam, and again you can take a look at my Owls readathon TBR down below. This is Wind Witch by Susan Dennard. This is the second book in the Witchland series. I'm super excited to read this. I read Truth Witch in March, and I'm really looking forward to this. This is such a short turnaround time for me in terms of reading series because I tend to leave tons of time in between them and forget everything. So the fact that I'm actually picking this up very soon after having read the first book says a lot about how much I love this. I'm super excited for this, and I'm definitely going to read this next once I do finish Crown of Feathers, but it would be nice to be able to fit this into the readathon. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to happen or not, but I'm going to go ahead and try. So I realize this is a very short video. My videos tend to be really long, very long, but this is a nice short one. I just wanted to announce the readathon and make people aware of it because it is a super fun one. I really enjoy this. We've run it, I think this will be the 3rd or 4th time, and every single time people say that they really enjoy it. So if you'd like to participate, definitely feel free. Again, there's no requirements or anything. There is a Twitter page which I'll link down below, and I can also link some of the announcement posts and videos that we've done in the past. There's tons of info out there if you want to participate. If you do decide to participate, definitely drop me a message down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to follow your progress. I tend to go on Twitter and tweet like what I've finished and kind of like my progress throughout the days, but not actually like being on my phone all the time, as I usually am. So you'll see some updates from me, you'll see some updates from Shanah and from the Off the Grid's Readathon Twitter, but please feel free to participate. It's a super easy readathon, and it is so much fun, and it's so productive. that is it for this video. I post bookish content to this channel fairly frequently, so go ahead and hit subscribe, check back soon, and I will see you next time.